it's no coincidence that people on Twitch like watching people watching Gordon Ramsay because it's funny because he goes off of people. How many times have you seen the idiot sandwich gif used, especially recently?
Let's get into our first story, and this one, it's a continuation, if you will, because we talked about this idea of DMCA and streamers using React content, mainstream content, Lord of the Rings, MasterChef, you know, talking to their chat while they're really watching this other like mainstream type content. And now it's gotten even crazier, right? Gordon Ramsay himself, and I'm going to rabbit ear quote himself, because it more than likely is his agency or his PR people or his social media people. Or maybe Gordon is so badass that he literally is like handling his own tweets. But he's gotten into this conversation with Twitch and XQC and stuff. So you pay much attention to this week?
Yeah, I did. I mean, it was obviously we were talking about it last week because of just how many people. I don't know how the fuck we got to a MasterChef meta, but that was, you know, where it was at when people watching Gordon Ramsay stuff and reacting to his content on Twitch. And we had a whole discussion about what was fair use and what was transformative and yada yada. And we thought to ourselves, when these motherfuckers turn around and start demanding their dues, we could have a little bit of an issue on our hands. But is it possible that maybe instead of doing that, you know, the mainstream has decided to extend their hand towards us degenerate gamers and actually be looking to initiate a collaboration of some sort? Because when, you know, so there's a clip going around, I think this was fairly recently, where I think we had the clip as well, where Gordon is a little bit, you know, unsure about what Twitch is supposed to mean. We can roll the clip now, and you guys see his reaction on a recent show, I think, of Next Level Chef.
What do you do for a living?
I stream on Twitch, my cooking chef.
What the is Twitch?
I love him. I mean,
yeah. I mean, motherfucker doesn't know what Twitch is. I mean, obviously, so this is really timely because we were talking about the amount of fucking people that watch him on Twitch. So, and obviously, you know, a guy sort of obviously has seen this episode, I think, Scott, of Next Level Chef, this Eric Hamilton fellow with the tweet, and he's tweeted at Gordon Ramsay about it. And obviously, this is sort of sparked this discussion. Gordon, though, very honest about the fact that he has no fucking idea what Twitch is.
Yeah, and Jason brought up a very interesting point. Jason's going down the rabbit hole, if you will, and maybe not even much of a rabbit hole, that this is all maybe a little bit of a corpo setup. We're being turfed a little bit. Like this is all maybe more set up behind the scenes. Gordon knows absolutely what Twitch is. There's maybe already some collaboration coming between Twitch, cooking, Gordon, and some of these streamers, right? And this is maybe far too coincidental, right? Now, I believe half of what Jason maybe thinks. I don't know if everyone streaming MasterChef reruns and doing React content is all some big play for this piece of content at the end, but it wouldn't be surprising that started conversations behind the scenes that have led to some sort of agreement that they're going to do some shit together, that now Gordon's playing along like he's doesn't know what it is. And what is this Twitch shit? Oh, yeah, let me talk to this XQC kid. He's already filmed something with XQC, right? I'm saying that as a guess, not any sort of
no,
insider,
probably.
you know.
But I mean, what is this?
Yeah,
you know? I mean, like, so in this tweet, Gordon Ramsay is able to identify that, you know, XQC is a streamer. Now, you don't need a fucking PhD in cryptology to know to find out that XQC is in fact a streamer, right? But you know, it's funny, Scott, because we go from this sort of Damocles sword hanging over Twitch and people that stream this content, right? And very astutely, you know, because you know what games are like, right? If you draw battle lines with them, like you don't, I mean, fucking hell, like you're in for a tough time. There are many of them. They're degenerate. They know hacking. They fucking post shit on, you know, Twitter. They'll get hashtags trending. You know what I mean? This is their domain. So cleverly, it might look like instead that there's this expectation of there being a reckoning about DMCA might be subverted. And instead, Gordon Ramsay's representation might be like, instead of fucking shaking these guys down for money, let's enact a collaboration with the gaming community for even fucking more money and goodwill on top of it.
So so maybe the spotlight got aimed over there for all the wrong reasons, right? And now like they're like, oh shit, we could take advantage of this. And again, I've thought for years that like Twitch had an opportunity. I remember I had a conversation with Aurelian and JP in her kitchen when Aaron worked for Twitch, and obviously JP, big variety
Yep.
streamer. We were doing a bunch of role play content out of his house, and he had all the cameras and a TriCaster and all this cool shit. We were sitting in his kitchen, and I was like, you could bring all those cameras right up here because he was down in his basement. Put one there, put one there, put one here, put the TriCaster right there. You could do a cooking competition. You could fly 2 streamers in because they had a nice kitchen. They've now really remodeled a really nice one because they do their own cooking stream. But I was like, Aaron, why doesn't Twitch like lean into this reality TV world that is blowing up in mainstream and all these cooking shows? They've got cooking streamers. Why not getting them doing shit together? And then, maybe the finals are at a TwitchCon. And so again, I wonder if just very late to it, they're now wrapping their arms around the cooking content on their platform with the cooking content in the mainstream world, right? And who better than Gordon Ramsay? I love this guy,
I mean, we were having this conversation on the first episode of the breakdown that I was on, right, a few weeks ago. Gordon Ramsay is a personality that resonates effectively with Twitch's demographic because he's extremely unfiltered and ostensibly authentic.
Yes.
Right? A lot of his behavior is not seen to be like very filtered or very buttoned up. Like that motherfucker's not reading off a teleprompter, right? It's no coincidence that people on Twitch like people watching Gordon Ramsay. Because it's fucking funny. Because he goes off of people. How many times have you seen the idiot sandwich gif used, especially recently? Against people on Twitter. The guy is fucking hilarious because he doesn't pull any punches. To be honest, it's also on a bit more of a scary note. That's also what attracted right-wing lunatics to Donald Trump. But that's a whole nother story, right? We do want authenticity here, and it's a bit of a slam dunk, I think, in terms of a partnership. And there's a bit of a meta, like cooking on Twitch, even if you're not a culinary streamer, right? Every fucking streamer does this as their goal, a sub goal, like 5,000 subs. Like, I'm going to fucking, do a cooking stream or whatever. So I don't know. This one seems like a hole-in-one straight out of the box.
Yeah, and again, it's much like video gaming. Like Food Network's not going to do a cooking show with, the theme of it might be terrible cooks get better, but like Twitch is the land where you can watch someone be terrible at a game, someone be great at a game. So that goes for them doing art, them doing music, them doing cooking. So yeah, it's wide open. And a guy like Gordon, I think, is perfect. I mean, you nail all those things. Now, where it gets maybe a little disingenuous if this is actually all some sort of corpo setup and like XQC actually filmed something last month, and like you watch on Fox, this Next Level fucking cooking is going to have a whole Twitch segment that they filmed this summer, right? We all got played, right? Which is fine, so be it. Well,
it would just run counter to the whole idea of authenticity, right? Like, we know there has to be some degree of setup here, but if it's like some fucking deep state fucking sleeper agent getting planted, like a few people are going to roll their eyes a little bit, right? It needs to at least have an element of spontaneity about it, right?
Yeah, I guess we'll see. But it reads like they've already filmed something, and they're certainly about to put something in the can. Have you been hired to host any cooking-related shows yet? They can talk about freelancer, by the way?
You know what, though? I don't know I don't know how well, like, I think there's a rule, isn't like, never have too many cunts in the kitchen, Scott? I think that's what they say.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I think me and Gordon might be a bit of a supernova event there as well.
That would be
again. I host shows. You know what I mean? That motherfucker also be hosting shows. So
that is true.
No, I am filming a TV show at the moment. Actually, I can't say what about yet. But yeah, I'm getting my hosting chops. So one day maybe you might see me hosting this normie shit. For the fucking normie dollars, baby.
Yeah. Last thing I'll say about Gordon Ramsay is if you're familiar with his Kitchen Nightmare show. The best episode ever still is filmed with a crazy lady by the name Amy. Amy's Baking Co. episode. You want to go look this one up. Scottsdale, Arizona. Wow. That's all I'm going to say. Amy's Baking Co. Legendary episode of Gordon Ramsay's show. Epic meltdown by this lady. Anyway.